In this video, we are going to explore the Vixen Morph Effect. I want to start out by explaining the basics of the effect. The effect is a pixel-based effect that works best on a matrix or megatree. The effect contains an editor that lets the user draw shapes on the display element. The effect supports three shape types: polygon, which includes rectangles and triangles, ellipse, and line. The shapes have three fill options: a special wipe, a solid color gradient, and outline. So where a user draws a shape determines which pixels are illuminated on the display element. Here we see the Vixen display preview for the shapes that were drawn on the previous slide. On the outside is a rectangle with an outline fill type. On the interior, starting on the left, is a polygon with a solid fill type. To the right of that is a rectangle, triangle, ellipse, and line with the special wipe fill type. The wipe is unique in that it has a number of user configurable settings, including head and tail color. The effect has three modes: pattern mode, freeform mode, and time-based mode, and we'll explore each of these three modes in the rest of the video. The first mode, pattern mode, provides tools for repeating shapes or wipes on a display element. In this demo, we are going to use the pattern mode of the Morph Effect to create some rockets on a megatree. It is easier to do this effect if you split the megatree into two groups, a left side and a right side. Let's drag our Morph Effect to the left side of our megatree and set the orientation to vertical and go into the polygon editor. We want to convert this default rectangle polygon into a line. And we want to put that line on the right side of the polygon editor, which is the center of the tree. And let's make the line run the entire length of the tree. The green vertex at the top indicates where the wipe will start. And for our effect, we want the wipe to start at the bottom. So let's select the line and hit the toggle start point toolbar button. So now we have one strand of pixels wiping from the bottom of the tree to the top of the tree. With the Morph Effect settings, it's easy to repeat this pattern. So let's set our repeat count to 12, and that's the number of times the effect is going to repeat what was drawn in the polygon editor. Let's set our repeat direction to the left and our repeat skip to 1. So now we have 12 strands of pixels wiping from the bottom to the top. And we can set a stagger of 3. The stagger is a delay between each of the strands. So now we have the left side of our tree with our rockets going up. Let's copy the effect and paste it onto the right side of the tree. Let's go into the polygon editor and move the line to the other side of the editor. And let's set our repeat direction to be to the right. So now we have rockets going up both sides of the tree. And we can set our head duration to be a little longer. The head duration is the percentage of the effect where the head, the white, is shown. In this second demo, we're going to use the pattern mode of the Morph Effect to create some ribbons on a megatree. Let's drag our Morph Effect to the megatree. Set the orientation to vertical and go into the polygon editor to draw our ribbon. The green line on the polygon represents the start side of the wipe, and for our case we want to start it on the left. So let's select the polygon and hit the toggle start side toolbar button. So now we have a single ribbon on the bottom of the tree wiping from left to right. Let's repeat that up the tree. Let's set our repeat count to 6. The repeat direction defaulted to what we want, which is up. And we'll set the repeat skip to 7. The repeat skip is the distance from the start of the first ribbon to the start of the second ribbon. And let's set a stagger of 5. So now we have our ribbons spiraling up the megatree. In this section, we're going to talk about the Freeform mode of the Morph Effect. In this mode, the user can draw multiple shapes on the display element. In this demo, we're going to use the Morph Effect in Freeform mode to create a 3D looking effect on a matrix. So let's drag our Morph Effect to the matrix. And let's change the polygon type to freeform. This gets us in freeform mode. Let's go into the polygon editor. I'm going to delete the default polygon and draw some new ones. Clean those up a bit. And at the top, I'm going to draw some lines. And just to demonstrate all the shapes at the bottom, I'm going to put an ellipse. So I want the wipes to start from the center, so I'm going to toggle those around. Another feature of Freeform mode, or the polygon editor in general, is the label. And you can optionally show the label on the editor. That label also appears in the Morph Effect polygon settings. So it makes it easier to find which polygon, in this case, represents the ellipse. So here you see a 3D looking effect, and I'll highlight the fact that in Freeform Mode, each polygon is represented in this collection, and their settings can be changed. Thought I might show another feature of the Freeform Mode. So here I've created what I call a zipper effect using pattern mode on, again, the left side and right side of the megatree. And if I change from pattern mode to freeform mode, I'm going to get a prompt if I want to convert the polygons to freeform polygons. So I'm going to say yes. And now I can change the settings on each of the polygons that the pattern mode helped me create. So I'm going to change the tail color. I'm going to try to do every other one to be green. Fast forwarding ahead, I have changed the color on every other morph polygon to be green, both on the left side and right side of the megatree. So now I have a red and green zipper going up the megatree. You can use the pattern mode to quickly create interesting patterns, and then switch to freeform mode to get even more control over the settings. In this section, we're going to go over the time-based mode of the morph effect. In this mode, the user can draw a shape and have the effect animate and morph the shape over the duration of the effect. Let's add our morph effect to our matrix. And let's set the polygon type to time-based and open up the polygon editor. I'm going to convert this default polygon to an ellipse. And I'm going to make it as smaller. At the bottom of the polygon editor is this ruler. This ruler represents the timeline of the effect, and these sliders represent frames. So we can add multiple frames to the effect. So I'm going to put this third frame to be at the end of the effect, and the second one I'm going to put in the middle. So the effect is going to animate or morph the polygons between these frames. So for the second frame, I'm going to make the ellipse as large as I can. So we should see an ellipse start out small, get large, and get small again. So I want to show one other thing with the time-based mode. So let's go back into the polygon editor. And let's move the polygon down into the corner here. Then I'm going to delete these other frames. And I'm going to add 2 more frames. In the middle, I'm going to make the polygon go up to the top of the matrix. And then for the third frame, I'm going to put the ellipse in the corner. So we should see the ellipse travel from the bottom left to the middle and then back down to the right. I thought I would end by showing how the morph effect can be used with layering. I've got the morph effect on the timeline, and we're in time-based mode, and we've got two frames, one with a large ellipse and the second with a small ellipse. Also on the timeline is the bars effect. If I put the morph effect in the intensity overlay and combine that with the bars, we get the bars fading out to the corner. I hope this video has given you ideas on what can be done with the morph effect. We look forward to seeing what you create with it. Thank you.